Hello, good evening. As you can see, things have changed. It's all going wrong again. Oh, Dr. Beeching, what have you done? Hi. Yes, you've guessed it. There's going to be a big change. We have removed over 50% of the track. As you can see, come round here, the double slip, the three-way and everything has gone. And we're sort of back at the drawing board. The reason for this being, well, I was looking at something the other night in the layout. I was about to put some more tracks in alongside the goods depot, and something didn't look right. And I wasn't sure what it was. It bugged me most of the evening and the next day and the day after that. The more I looked, the more I couldn't see what was wrong. It was only when I picked up a local history book of the area which we were trying to model that I found out what the problem was. All the points which we had on the layout were facing points, and they should have been trailing. Once I'd figured that out, everything clicked into place. So there was nothing else for it but to remove what we'd got. So out came the double slip, out came the three-way and all associated track work. Where the point motors were, I have infilled with bits of MDF the same size as the board, just cut to shape roughly and then tapped in place and held with glue. Once there's cork over the top of this, the whole area, you won't never know. It's better than having a layout with holes everywhere and a board which looks a state. At least with this, the holes have been covered in, and once covered in cork, you won't know unless you're looking from underneath the board. So what we're going to do, we've got to get a lot more right hand short points. I would say about 5 just to keep me ticking. I've got 2 more holes to fill in, which are there, and they'll be done. And then once we've got that, then I can start relaying the track and getting it back into an acceptable running standard. It looks worse than it is, believe me, but we are getting there. Apart from that, anything to update you with? Well, yes. So this is the latest edition. It's a resin Hornby granite bridge. This was produced in 2005. I've got a thing for the resin buildings. When I do get them, structures, I like to know when they're made. So I always have a gander underneath and see what's going. It was a bit too big because it sat way too high, and I wanted it to look more realistic, and in its state it arrived, it was too big. So I've cut that much off, and it's now the right height. So I'm happy with that. It needs to be raised on just 5mm of cork. I did cut a little bit too much off. These things happen. Nothing drastic, and it will be covered in with ballast anyway, so it doesn't matter. So just a 5mm lift, and that's all fine. And I also bought another steam loco, Trafford Mallory. I ummed and ahed about it, one I hadn't got, but I really don't have enough Battle of Britons, even though the boys will tell you I've got too much. This one also got sound, but it will be losing the sound as I shall be taking the chip out. I do not want sound on this loco. So there we go. If we have a look down, 31, it's just sitting there. You can see it's quite a large area, but that won't take long to put right. It looks worse than it is. will be okay. As you can see, the infills where the point motors were. That's back up looking towards the station. Give it a week, maybe 2, and it'll be totally transformed. All will be well, and we shall be back running trains. Sorry about this. It just goes to show that not everybody's perfect, especially me. This is a learning curve, and as somebody once said to me when I broke the first layout when it fell off the table, learn from the mistakes and progress onwards. And that's very true. I've learned from this mistake. I should never have made it in the first place, and being an ex-train driver, I've got no excuse, and I will move forward, and we will get it working, and it will look as good as new. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon. Bye.